Ciao, everybody. Welcome back to another podcast, everybody. Welcome back to the JuveCorner cast. Big stuff happened. Big turns of events. You already guys know, my name is Gio. We already got Angelo right beside me as well.
Ciao.
So, Juve 0, Stuttgart 1, post-game reaction, everybody. Big stuff needs to change. Lots of mistakes today. Lots of mistakes. Very pissed off. I was very pissed off today during the game, especially the way that we played. It wasn't really enjoyable to watch. We got dominated by Stuttgart, that's in 10th place in the Bundesliga and the German league. So definitely is a big problem, especially after what's going on, and how we're playing. First loss of the season, as you can see on our title as well. Juve's first loss in the whole campaign. And we have Inter this weekend, which is going to be a big one. So, Angelo, I don't think you watched the game, but if you probably saw the highlights, yeah, it's just we didn't play well, man. We didn't play well.
Yeah, I from what I've seen with the highlights and everything, I was very busy today, but I was keeping track. It was not our best day. I mean, we actually did go with a different formation than we usually do, but yeah, overall, we just didn't. We got a red card too, which did not help.
Yeah, the Danilo red card was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the ratings, I'll tell you, we had nobody that exceeded. Actually, Conceição exceeded 5. He had 5.4. That was his rating. But everyone aside from that, oh no, my bad. Kalulu, he was 6, and Pettin was fine. Okay, our keeper. Okay, but I'm gonna say field players. Nobody. Kalulu was the only one that hit like a rating of 6.
Yeah.
Everyone else was 3.8. McKinney was 4.4. Like Fagioli was 3.8.
Wait, Angelo, I
McDonald
think your
was
mic is
4.4.
crackling. Wait, I think your mic is crackling. Wait, check your
Is
mic.
it better now?
No, it's actually worse than way before actually. But definitely, like I'll take it from here until you fix it. But
Okay.
yeah, definitely I would say disappointing. Disappointing, everybody. Disappointing. Angelo will be right back, everybody. He's just gonna try to load in again, but I'll just put it in the main screen for me, everybody, for now. Yeah, no, Perrin, man of the match for me, everybody. But like I was saying, it was terrible, terrible showing. The way that I was like looking into everything, I'm telling you, it was terrible. Like I couldn't believe it, guys. It was really bad, really, really, really bad. Like I haven't seen this since like Allegri, I would say. But oh man, guys, this is our worst game this season, and then now we're versing Inter, which is going to be this weekend, and it's going to be I would say it's going to be a crazy one. So definitely, man, definitely, guys. But we'll say hello in the chat in a second. Let me just try to get Angelo back here. Let's see.
I'm here. Does it sound better?
Yeah. Oh, way better. Way better. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So I actually wrote some notes down as well.
You're freezing up a bit, Gio, too.
I am.
I I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you want to X the chat. That just maybe from my end, but like your just like the little movements from you.
No, I think I'm good. I
Just
think I'm good. No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
okay. From my end, it kind of looked like that.
Yeah. So we
So I
actually.
didn't know if the chat.
Yeah, no, the chat's fine. But Lamb Chop says evening. So what happened to Juventus today? Yeah, we lost big. We got dominated. We got dominated by a team that's in 10th place in the German league. Yeah. RB Comps, welcome, my friend. Perrin, only one who played. Yeah, Perrin's the only one, and it's
Yeah.
embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
And
So Perrin gets a 10. Yeah, no, for sure. He was man of the match. He saved the penalty. Man of the match for me. Everyone else is a horror show. Yeah, I would say that the only person I think that was given that extra grinta was Conceição, but that's it. Other than that, everybody else is terrible.
Conceição was, I think, was on the ratings he had a 5.4. The only other one was Kalulu, but I agree with you that Conceição and Perrin were the top. But it was crazy. We were talking about this before that Juventus, people were giving them a rating of 75% chance of winning, 4% chance of drawing Stuttgart, and 21% chance of loss. So we had definitely the odds in our favor. It was crazy watching that game back of how everything really panned out.
Yeah, I thought that Locatelli was a little bit okay when he came in. He wasn't as bad. Thuram, what a disaster. Very clumsy. Very, very clumsy, guys. I'm telling you right now. I couldn't believe it. Like, Thuram, a player that we bought, we thought that was going to actually come in, and he's still young and everything, which, he give him time, like, but he was a horror show. Very clumsy player, it turns out.
Definitely did not seem he felt to be coordinated.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and it's worrisome, especially because it's happening now, and we're versing the bigger teams now, especially against like a Stuttgart, right? And now we're going up against Inter this weekend. It's going to be difficult.
You don't want these things happening to you while you're in Champions League.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about.
On the biggest stage. Yeah, we put a horrible performance out on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that there, especially. You don't want to do it in Serie A, but you rather it happen there than in Champions League.
Yeah, we have actually somebody else as well. RB Comp says local was okay. Yeah. Tara, welcome. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to our channel for all the daily news that goes around Juventus. And I said, he has.
Luka could have had a better performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. He wasn't terrible, there was other players that were much worse, but I don't know. I feel like that guy needs to. He can't be the one to drop to that level. He needs to be your consistent like rock because if they're running your midfield like that,
Yeah, we have Terra that says or Tara or Terra. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but my apologies on that. But best Juve player so far this season? I don't know. I really don't know, actually. To be honest, I would say if I had to go with one player, possibly Kalulu, the best signing that we had so far. It was gonna be Bremer,
yeah.
but Bremer's injured, so I have to go with Kalulu.
Bremer's hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have to go. I
So
have to go with Kalulu.
I have a question, Gio, for you.
Yeah.
How much of a difference you think the game would have been if we had Bremer healthy and in?
It would have made some difference, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. Overall, but I said Kalulu. So I think that definitely is going to be a big one, right? But I would say Bremer, if Bremer, of course, was still there, yeah, I think we would have had a better defensive solidity. But our problem is our attack, and as we all saw today, our midfield got absolutely dogged on. Absolutely dogged on, guys.
But Jolie got a 3.8 rating.
Yeah, no, Fagioli was so bad today. Well, I don't know what happened to Mr. Fagioli. All right, I don't know what happened to Mr. Fagioli, but man, ma che cazzo fai? Ma che cazzo fai, guys? I'm telling you guys. I was so freaking pissed off today. Like, I'm telling you, I was yelling at the TV. My dad was pissed off. I was pissed off. It was very bad today, guys. How do you go? And it's not okay if it was away, right, Angelo? But this is at home. In front of your fans, like, oh man, it's crazy, yeah, guys, crazy. That was embarrassing, embarrassing.
Like I watched a bit of it live, and then I watched most of the game off of like I just watched it on my own. I rewind it back, and now I have to say, man, that was just a difficult watch. It was not enjoyable, to be honest, because you were, like Gio said, you're yelling at the screen. It's like,
no, it's just like listen, I understand if we got, like, for example, if we were playing good football, right, and we got unlucky and we wouldn't be able to listen, I wouldn't be as mad, but we didn't play nothing. We were clueless out there. We were clueless.
And it wasn't just one or two players. It was
the whole team. And that right there, and it's not just the players, it was also Mota. The wrong substitutions. Actually, guys, I wrote some things down of the game's highlights because I was taking notes during the game as well. So, got to be prepared, right, everybody? So, definitely that. Stuttgart dominates the game against Juventus. We all know that. In terms of possession, it was kind of even, actually. It shows the stats, but in my opinion, Stuttgart, major, I would say, dominated the possession for sure. Juve struggling in the midfield. We haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, we've been holding it together.
Yeah, I would say that, but guys, Douglas Luiz injured. News actually broke out at halftime, or not halftime, before the game. Douglas Luiz with some muscle fatigue, so that's another one to the injury list too. So that doesn't help.
You think it was muscle fatigue?
Yeah, no, that's what we saw from the reports. It was muscle fatigue, but Danilo, worst player on the pitch. Guys, can you guys agree with me? Danilo, the worst player on the pitch. The worst player on the pitch. I would give for the rating, I would give him a fat 0. A fat 0.
2.3.
A fat 0, guys. I'm telling you. Bada bing, bada boom. He's like, that guy's got to go, guys. I'm telling you.
Danilo was rated 2.3.
2.3. That guy should have a 0.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, because look, he the red card, right? The red card. And then not just that, but if you saw the marking of this guy, holy shit. Una cacada. Like how Lurino says, right? Una cacada. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It was bad.
I'd like to just give some stats that I also had put down. So we had 49.4% possession opposed to Stuttgart, who had 50.6 duels won. They were 53.9%. We were 46.1. Aerial aerial duels won now, so we had 35.3. They were 64.7. So they dominated the air. We were offsides twice. They were offsides once. Corners they had 10. We had 4. Total shots they had 22. We had 7. Shots on target they had 10. We had 1.
Yeah.
Shot accuracy they were 45.5%. We were 14.3.
Yeah. So we got RBCom says for the best player this season, for me, it's Locatelli. I agree. I would say that I would agree with that. Reno says Paisano, bad performance. Yeah, my friend. Like I said, guys, if you're new as well, go check out Reno's channel as well, because we're having a collab soon. It's just a matter of time, probably possibly next week, so we'll see about that. But RB Comps overall, or Kalulu as well. Vincenzo, ciao, my friend. Make sure if you're new, like I said, subscribe to the channel, my friend. Kalulu, he says Kalulu. I agree. I said Kalulu, definitely.
And here's another interesting fact. That they had 13 shots inside the box. Guess how many we had against Stuttgart?
Let me guess, 2?
Bingo.
Guys, you see? Come on, like, and then we got actually a couple more other people in the chat as well. We got Angel, welcome back, Angel. Of course, what's up, everybody? Yes, Reno says you're not the only one pissed. LO, yeah, no, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. Danilo Kaka, yeah, I'm telling you, yeah, Danilo's terrible.
And what was interesting too is that we went with more of an attacking formation. We went with a 4-3-3. So we had numbers getting up. So I'm surprised that
guys, did we do the wrong formation? One of my things, and I know that Moto was testing things out, and I think honestly this was just a test, because this cannot be the Juventus that we saw. This cannot be.
Yeah, but you can't test in Champions League.
True, but at the same time, you have Inter right in the weekend. Yes, we have 2 wins. We're still there. We're still competing. I guess he just risked it because guess what? Also with the injuries, which is another thing. Yeah. But we can't blame the injuries all the time. That's what I don't like. I don't like that. But
yeah, no, I agree. I don't think he was testing. I think it was more of a risk that he took because. I mean, like I said, we don't like talking about the injuries, but it's a big thing. We're limited options, so you have to know you say it's a calculated risk that he had to take.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like it just did not go in our favor.
Yeah, no, it was really terrible, I would say, especially the way that we actually were playing.
Yeah.
Like that we it looked like we haven't even touched a ball in like 2 to 3 years, guys.
It looked like we just had 11 guys told them to throw on a Juventus jersey.
It looked like 11 hungry Stuttgart Lions, right? Versus the butterflies of Juventus. That's I'm telling you guys. It was just like that. Just like that. And I was disappointed because I was so excited for this game. I was so excited. I saw the shirt, right? Everything, preparing for the, tonight's stream, right? I thought that we were actually not going to lose this game. But we ended up losing. And then I'm like, oh, shoot. Now, it's getting to the wire now, because now Mota is under pressure because with the Inter game, right? People are already saying Mota out, which, guys, I disagree if you think that Mota should be out. Like I said, it's still a process. This is his first year. We gave Allegri 3 years. 3 years. We could give at least Mota 3 to 2 years, all right? That's fine. Basta with that, all right, everybody? Basta with that. But, let's check some other people in the chat as well because there's some people in the chat. Wait, hold on, Angelo. So we have Grey Goose. Welcome to the channel. Make sure to subscribe, my friend. Perrin's worst performance of the season. What? You mean Danilo? Not Perrin. Come on. Perrin was the man of the match today. Grey Goose says Thuram looked pretty confused. I agree on that one. Yeah, I agree on that one. Ciao, Anthony. Ciao, Anthony. He says, Ciao, Gio. You guys didn't show up. Yeah, we didn't, man. We played like crap, bro. I'm telling you, it was crazy, guys. It was bad. It was bad.
Well,
Very
Gio,
bad.
I'd like to ask you something. What do you
Yeah.
think that we could do to come back from this loss? What adjustments and just say planning that we can do differently and start working on to prepare for our upcoming match, because we have some hard matches in the near future. So what approach would you take with that if you were just say Motta's shoes?
If I was in Motta's shoes, guys, listen. If I was in Motta's shoes, stick with the 4-2-3-1 formation. I don't know who's coming back from injury. I think maybe there's I don't know. I'm not sure with Coop Miners because of the remember the brace, right? So I'm not sure about that. But if he does,
and we said that was a gamble that he was potentially playing today.
Yeah, well, I didn't see him playing today, but I would see him playing against Inter.
I was saying it was a gamble, like for the chance.
Oh yeah, well yeah, for the chance, yeah.
Yeah, it was a gamble. They didn't know because they were trying it was like the shield, the protector there. So it was a gamble, but continue.
Yeah, so if I was Motta, I would do a 4-2-3-1, of course, right? Stick with the formation that we've been doing good in. Stick with the formation that we've been doing good in. Hold on a second. Let me just clear this. Because I think we were lagging. Are we? Oh, I think we're okay. But yeah, so like I said, 4-2-3-1 formation. And let's not forget also, the players, right? So Coop, if he comes back, I think that we would actually be fine with it. Today, Motta tried a 4-3-3. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all because we're not used to playing a 4-3-3. We're not used to playing with that regista role. So that I think that whole thing confused us as well. But the difference on that is the players that we had. We all knew that we had, Mr. Burger King over there, Mr. McDonald's over there, Mr. McKenny, right? We had Mr. Clumsy Thuram, and then we had a Fagioli, Mr. Beans. Come on, guys, what are we talking about? What midfield is that? I'm sorry, but what midfield is that? Cambiasso on the bench, which I understand if you were resting him for the Inter game, but on the bench, okay? Listen, I start our best players all the time.
It's Champions League.
It's Champions League. You're at home. You need to take advantage because soon we're going to be versing Manchester City, which I think is going to be the next game. I'm pretty sure.
And also, also for the psychological standpoint, you keep losing games, team morale is going to go down. You're winning games, team morale is going to be up. Everyone's going to be hyped. They're going to be in the zone.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be going into these big matches in the league coming off a Champions League loss. I mean.
But I would also, if I was Monta, I would tell the team to pressure them.
Yeah.
Like pressure them, be on their necks, you know what I'm saying? Like be on top of them. Because that's what they were doing to us, and they were working. And that's the difference between how I would be doing it and how Motta. As we saw with Motta's Bologna last season, they were very pressed, right? If we saw the game, guys, I don't know if you remember, maybe Reno remembers, but if you guys remember, when it was Juventus versus Bologna away, we were away. Motta's team in the first couple minutes for Bologna pressured us, and guess what? They got the first goal, and then they ended up scoring 3. And then, in my opinion, we got that lucky fino alla fine Dine went under Mr. Montero, right? And we ended up scoring 3 goals back because Motta took out Calafiori and I got their best players. But like I said, it's definitely concerning. It's time, right? We need time. I said this already the past couple podcasts already, right? I said it to you, I think, on the last one. I said that this is not the real Juventus. We're not going to see the real Juventus till at least possibly, I would say, December. When we verse Manchester City, guys, that's going to be the real test. when we also have a better team healthy as well with Coop Miners back, Nico Gonzalez, and everybody else back, right? That's gonna
I'd
be the
also like to
test.
say he played a 4-3-3. That formation, it's an aggressive formation. You press, you gotta press when you're going that way. It's not like a 4-2-3-1 where you're staying more compact, you're staying tighter, maybe holding a mid block. When you're
Yeah,
going to 4-3-3, you're applying pressure. You're applying pressure offensively when you're attacking because you're having a lot of numbers up, but you have a lot of numbers up since you're attacking to be right there to defend and and react and try to win the ball back as quick as possible. So he went with a good formation for an attack, but why wasn't it carried over defensively?
exactly. Not just that, but our defense, in my opinion, was good, except for you have to get Danilo shouldn't even be playing, shouldn't be playing.
Yeah, no.
Gatti was on the bench. I don't know why was he on the bench. That's my other concern as well is the substitutions, which we'll get in a second after I read these comments from a couple other people. We have Giacomo. Welcome back, my friend. Giacomo says Real Madrid is still the best team. Yeah, man.
I came
Yeah,
out of left field.
yeah. Yeah, Real Madrid.
They came out of nowhere.
I mean, no, it's true. It's true though. Real Madrid, there's something else there. They were losing 2-0 against Dortmund, right? And then they ended up doing the remontada. So, bravo to them. We have Reno says, "Bravo, Gio. I agree with you. We think alike. Let's be calm. We've been terrible for 3 years." Yeah, I agree. I agree, Reno, because listen, I don't want to be under those Allegri years again. Please, no Allegri. No more Allegri. No more Allegri. All right? No more Allegri. And, we stick with Motta. Motta, I think, is going to be special for us, and you guys will see. You guys will see. So, everybody that's an Allegri lover, please, please, give this guy at least a season, the whole season. All right? Don't be complaining after one loss. It's just one loss after how many games already? So, listen, Inter lost already, right? We just got our first loss, so listen. We take this as experience because this is actually our first loss as a team under Motta. We take this as experience, and we move on to the next game, and we prepare, and we have to do better. We need to see at least improvement. That's what we need to do. So, Angelo, back to what you were saying.
No, like I actually that question. I feel like we had a good discussion on it, but about the person. Like you said, I think our defense was pretty good, but it just didn't have that fire. And what I was trying to say with the 4-3-3 was how since we're bringing the numbers up to attack and do that since we're attacking with three, we have three midfielders following underneath. We just needed to kind of transition quicker and create and start defending right away because you have the numbers there. It's not like you're playing a mid block. And a lot of these professional clubs at the highest level do these exercises in training. It's called end line game. So right when just say so you could have a 3v3 transition and you're attacking and the ball crosses the line. Once that ball crosses the line, the next side's attacking and you have to defend quickly. So these teams are constantly doing this on a day-to-day basis in training. But I just don't know why it didn't resonate in the game they just played because clearly that wasn't the case. Stuttgart was coming at us with the fire and defending with the energy that we should have been bringing to them as the favored team at home and its Champions League.
Yeah, I don't appreciate the team's performance. I mean, look, listen, if we actually started to pressure, I think we would have actually consumed them and actually brought them down. But it's like I said, it's a game that I think was also our fault, right? And we have to move on. I think from it, we have to move on very fast.
Yeah, and this game was a statement. A lot of people may not think so, but they were watching this game. They were watching to see how Juventus turned out playing against Stuttgart. This was a statement game, and it wasn't good that we lost because a lot of people right now are wondering, is Juventus strong? Are they towards the lower end? Because right now we're in that middle table where people are kind of trying to figure us out, our new team. Are we a team that have to be worried about, or are we a team that, all right, maybe they're not so strong? like right now, I guarantee you, City right now was watching that game closely and was like, all right, like how are they? Because they're starting to prep for that for our game, and
Yeah,
and
I
they're
mean, but
looking.
they have to also worry about their game too tomorrow. But at the same time, is that also um Juventus, right? I think they played, like I said, this is like one of those odd games, right? We haven't seen them play like this since Allegri, right? Allegri era. But I think that, listen, after today's game, I think we're gonna see like how we did last season as well, under when Allegri lost his first match, right? We went unbeaten for another like what 12 games or something like that. We were right
Yeah,
in neck with Inter. So like I said, I think if we beat Inter somehow or we tie, listen, we need at least a win. I hope it's a win, but I'm leaning towards a more of a tie against Inter, but I think we're gonna tie most likely, but I hope not. But I'm hoping that we could actually get the 3 points, because we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it. But
yeah, that's
let me
we're gonna those 3 points are gonna be will be crucial. Yeah, no, I was just looking at so City is playing Sparta Praha.
yeah, they don't have to really worry. In my opinion, they probably don't have to worry about them too
They
much.
anything can happen, but in reality, no, they don't have to worry. But what I'm trying to say is that right now they're trying to figure out Juventus.
Oh yeah.
They're trying to figure us out. And seeing us lose to Stuttgart yesterday is not good for our image, because now we're being shown as a not as a stronger opponent, even though I think we have the capabilities and the potential to do so. I think we could have, and in our league matches, we were showing strong
But
results.
yeah, you also have to remember, Angel, is that we also don't have a full team.
Yeah, no, we don't. You're right.
So I think that also plays in our advantage when we go up against City, because not all
I
the
was gonna
same
say that.
players are
Yes.
there.
Now, I was just gonna say that now they could be assuming, all right, maybe they're not as strong, but then when we come with a healthy team, they could be they could be overhyping us.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I mean, underhyping us. My bad. They could be underhyping us, and in reality, we're gonna bring out a very solid performance, I feel. But no, that was just my thing. I wanted to add was that this game was a statement game for City. They were watching that game, starting to plan and see how we were gonna perform in Champions League for sure.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's definitely a problem when you know I would say how we play today, right? We were we were just getting dominated on all fronts, even the coaching, I would say, standpoint as well, because we saw Malta getting, I would say, outclassed. The first time I would ever see Malta get outclassed like that, and to do it against the Stuttgart, it's kind of worrying, but at the same time, it's like I said, it's his first loss. I rather it be against Stuttgart than any other team. And let's just hope for the best against Inter, because we're gonna need it. Hopefully, get some players back from injury, because injuries are killing us. They're killing our squad, guys. Killing our squad. But
That's a lot. That's a lot to do with the schedule.
yeah, there's too many games. We've been saying it, right? People on Reno's channel, right? On Couch with Reno over here. Reno says that all the time, right? He says that there's too many games. I agree. Too many games. Needs to be, FIFA needs to do something, or UEFA, they need to do something, because it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. But let's see a couple other people that typed in the chat.
Oh yeah, no. FIFA did do something. They just gave Miami
I know.
they just gave them Club World Cup. So maybe the president needs to start
Yeah,
looking at other areas to put his time into, instead of giving Miami Club World Cup status.
yeah. Reno says no 4-3-3. Yeah, he was talking about the formation.
Yeah,
Danny says we were shitters this game. Yeah, we
yes,
were.
we all agree.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Danny, for sure, man. And yeah, Reno remembers when I mentioned about the Bologna, right, with Monto's Bologna, yes, with the game. Grey Goose says, Grey Goose, wow, what a name, huh? Juventus struggled. They allowed Stuttgart to control the game. Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100%. They allowed. You see, we allowed them. We didn't. They didn't just do it. That we allowed them to do it. So, 100%. We need to grow on this game. I'm hoping that we could do something, but.
And also, that's what happens when you have the young, not I wouldn't say the younger team, but like the underdogs. I mean, they have no pressure. They're coming. They're playing away. They're leaving everything out there. Today they wanted it more, and you could clearly see that.
Yeah.
That they took advantage of us, seeing that we're at home. We were a little bit lax, and they put everything on the line for the match. So I mean, look, we had a bad day, but also you have to give credit when credit's due. They put in great effort and work rate 100%.
Yeah. Like I said, Stuttgart's work rate from like the beginning of the game to the end of the game was fantastic, and I have to give them credit. Like I said, yes, we are a Juve channel, but at the same time, is that when there's credit due for other teams, there's credit due. There's respect, like I said, because they really did outclass us, in my opinion, today. They really did dominate us in a way that we haven't been dominated in a long time. And this is going to be one of those, I think, realizations for this Juventus team, right? But like I said, I want to see our reaction from this game. If I was all those players in that dressing room, including Motta as well, I would be pissed off. Because I also feel bad for the people that actually paid to go see that game.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think, thousands of fans that were there.
Angelo, imagine we were there. Oh, listen, I mean, it would be a good atmosphere, good experience, right? But at the same time, you go there to watch a team like that play and lose.
Especially that's traveling all the way from
the west. From the west to Europe.
Going all the way to Europe to watch a match that we would think think we'd put on a good performance and it'd be
terrible.
A good match to watch, and you see that. I mean the people there just too. I mean, people are traveling all over the country, paying lots of money to watch them play, and
it's not good enough. Like I said,
it's part of the game, though. It's part of the game. Things like that happen.
Yeah, of course.
Now we just have to see we have to see how we respond and bounce back, because this is now more mentality.
Listen, if it was an even match, right? If it was an even match and we still lost, then I would have been like, okay.
Yeah, but also, like I said, this is mentality now. We know we have the ability. We've shown it so far. We've shown that we have the ability. It's just now it's about the mentality. Can we say, all right, we had a bad day here. Can we bounce back and be like, we're gonna come better, and we're gonna come back better and stronger against the more difficult teams. We're not gonna let them think that they shied us away. And that's what you have to think about at the highest level. Is that what our team's going to do? Are they going to step up and rise to the occasion after you don't say like a flop, but yeah, after a sloppy game? Can we step up and be ready for what's next? You have to have, I forgot I don't know. I think it's they say like I don't know if it's it's a goldfish or I think it's a goldfish, but you have to have the memory of a goldfish. You have to remember certain aspects, but then you have to just forget it and move on and start fresh. All right, Next match. That's what we're focusing on, and that's really what we have to see from the team, and will they do that? Because you'll be able to tell if they're playing hesitant and holding on to this last game that we just played. You'll know right off the bat.
Listen, if we somehow win against Inter, we're gonna be, in my opinion, we're going to be a scary team in the long run. Because, like I said, the Lazio game, right? We pulled off a crazy result, and we actually played not even that good. And we still won. Right? Today, we got dominated. That's fair. Fair enough. But I'm saying, if we win against Inter, with the squad that we have right now at disposal, with our injuries, right? If the guys come back healthy, oh my God. This team could get scary. This team could really get scary, and plus, there's rumors of a couple of reinforcements coming in the winter mercato, which we desperately need. We desperately, really, really need some reinforcements, guys. I'm not even gonna lie, because it's just we need a second striker. We need someone like Xerxes. Supposedly, he actually
Yeah.
would like to come and work with Mota again. That's where per reports on some newspapers and also some journalists were reporting it as well on Twitter as that Xerxes wants to work with Thiago Mota again. So listen, I wouldn't mind on a loan with option to buy. I wouldn't mind. So like I said, get him and also get probably another defender. Get Danilo probably out of there. Danilo's got to go. Sorry, but Danilo's got to go. But let's talk about the players. With, for example, do you think that if Coop Miners, Nico Gonzalez, like if we had a full team at disposal, do you think that we would have came out there like how we played today, or do you think that it would have been a way different result?
Are you saying playing in that 4-3-3 formation or going back to our 4
I would say staying with a 4-2-3-1 formation, and
Look, I feel things could have been different because those players definitely play a major role in the team and they could bring a different result. Um, I feel the energy. Maybe I mean when you have different players on the field that are flowing and creating, it does bring up the rest of the team. And if they were on point in that game, yes, I feel we could have had a different result.
Yeah.
I feel like we definitely could have put something away and one tied. Definitely, I feel like you could tell we were lacking. We were lacking with players, and you could see that core players were missing. So yeah, I definitely we like the quality of our players, and the ones that are out are unfortunately very very high quality that we do need on the pitch. So yeah, I think we would have had a different result.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because like I said, multi substitutions. We'll talk about it as well, right? Multi substitutions takes off Conceição. What a mistake.
Yeah.
That was the number one mistake. Two, the second mistake that he did as with the substitutions was not bringing on Gatti for Danilo.
Yeah.
That would have been my first guy off the damn pitch right there and then. No matter what the circumstances are, you're at a 0-0 game and your defense is lacking like that. Out. I would have took him out. I would have took Danilo out as soon as probably halftime, as I saw that defense leaking like that. Second, Savona needed to come off. Right, came off. I think that was a good. That was not bad because of Cambiaso. Right. I think Thuram and McKennie should have got off, both of them. Get Locatelli up there, right? Who else do we have in there? Put Adzic a little bit earlier.
Did McKennie come off?
He did, but I would have put Thuram as well. Thuram and what's his name there?
Yeah, because I was gonna say,
McKennie.
I believe he got subbed.
Yeah, Thuram didn't get subbed. He should have got subbed, and McKennie. Vlahovic got subbed too, which we could agree with the fact that would have been fine. But like I said, we didn't have a true striker up there, so we're basically playing with toothless up top. So what do you do now? He basically replaced Azic with Vlahovic, which in my opinion you don't do that. You actually try to go for the win. Try to do something on top, right? Because we have, right, Inter, right, on I think Sunday or Saturday, one of those two, right? So
Inter is on Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Wow. So, like I said, it's definitely going to be a big one in terms of that. But I also think that he was trying to rest Vlahovic because he took him off, right, which was very odd to see. So definitely going to rest him. At the same time, it's like if you're going to do that, at least take Thuram off, right? Keep Vlahovic there. Put Adzic and change the formation to a 4-2-3-1. I would have changed the formation mid-game. Because like we have the player that could play that 10 role, or what he should have done, right? He should have done this, and this is so weird, and I don't know why Mota hasn't read this, right? He hasn't done this, but put Yildiz on the 10 role. Put in Bangula that you have on the bench that hasn't been playing. Put him on the left side. You got Yildiz as playing the 10 role. Possibly Akonse Sawa on the right. Vlahovic up top. Then you have Fagioli and Locatelli there. Easy. Easy fix to the game, in my opinion, if we started like that. That would have been my lineup. You know, and we also have, Douglas Luiz was supposed to start ahead of Thuram, but there you go, right? So it wasn't a big thing. I would say that this game was just a test. In my opinion, this team was focusing on the Inter game. Meanwhile, we should have been focusing on one game at a time. It's one game at a time because this is a marathon. You're not racing, right? You're not going to be racing. It's a marathon throughout the whole season in different competitions.
One step at a time.
Yep, so we'll take this loss, right? We verse, I think, Man City, which is going to be a difficult one. We versed them at home, in our home, Man City. So we have the home advantage. Let's use it. I haven't seen Juventus, like the Juventus Stadium, the Allianz Stadium, like a fortress. I mean a fortress since that 2017 Champions League run.
Yes.
I haven't seen, other teams go to our stadium and be like, holy shit, goosebumps, nervousness, I haven't felt that hunger or that same atmosphere in the stadium since then, And also, I feel like that, when the team is down like that, you need the fans as well to do their job and be like, rally the team up, because that's what they should be doing. Which I agree, there's some of the ultras do that, but at the same time, it's like we need the whole stadium to really, glow and vibrate as well, because that would play a big part to it too.
Well, for American football, they say 12th man.
Yeah, 12th man, exactly.
12th man. So. Yeah, like I said, I think Juventus versus Man City is definitely going to be a major game, of course. Champions League. Sunday's going to be a very big game. That's our next big challenge.
Yeah.
But Gio, we do have something also coming up very soon. A very big trophy is going to be announced.
What's that?
Ballon d'Or.
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah.
I know a lot of people probably maybe wondering our thoughts on it. I think that's a good topic of discussion to bring up and see what the chat has to say about that, because that's going to be announced very soon. And I personally also want to know what are your thoughts on the current rankings for the Ballon d'Or, and who do you think is going to come out on top with that trophy?
Listen, in my opinion, all of them aren't worthy of the Ballon d'Or. In my opinion, they're not a Messi, a Ronaldo type player to really win it, right? Haaland should have got his, I think, instead of Messi that year that he won the treble.
Loa should have got his.
Yeah, Loa should have got his, right? There's a couple players that should have got theirs as well, but
some people even say Virgil van Dijk.
Van Dijk. If I was gonna really choose one, it would probably be either Rodri or Bellingham. I wouldn't. Listen. I'm not that big of a fan of Vinicius Jr.
I'm not a fan of Vinicius Jr. either.
I don't think. Listen. He won the Champions League, right? But guys, what the heck did he do? What, he scored a goal in Champions League final? He scored 30 goals or something like that, right? I'm not sure, or 27 around there or something like that. I'm not sure. But, guys, what the heck did he do for Brazil in the Copa America? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
What was that?
And also, I'm a defensive midfielder. I do like Rodri too, but I think
Rodri deserves it, in my opinion, because you know why? Because he won the Champions League, right? The year prior, the Euros, the Premier League again.
Yeah, I feel like I said, I'm a defensive midfielder, so I'm saying I'm not trying to be biased here. I do feel he does deserve it, but also I feel like with the Ballon d'Or, they've been kind of twisting it where it's been starting to prioritize the amount of trophies won with the team rather than the individual's performance, like with goals, assists, completed
If
passes.
if
Like
if
all
if
those,
we were gonna do that, then I would say Bellingham has to win it, right?
I think Bellingham's a good option too, but I feel like there needs to be a balance of it. I feel like it can't be dominated surely by trophies won and has nothing to do with the and not nothing to do with, but like it's starting to lack on the personal stats of the player. But I feel like it has to have both. It has to be like, all right, how did this player's performance throughout the whole year do, and then what trophies and stuff did he win?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Huh.
Because if you just have a guy, if it's just off of like you could have one of the best players have do phenomenally, have one of the best years, but they may not win just as many trophies as you think, but based on statistics and their how they did, you'd say, all right, maybe this guy does deserve it because it's not a team award, it's an individual
It's
award.
an individual, yeah.
So that's where I feel like it starts to kind of get twisted when you start incorporating like when it starts becoming more prioritizing the trophies the teams won rather than the individual's performance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree because
I think it needs a balance of both.
yeah, no, I agree because like I said, I feel like that all these players really don't really deserve it. You know,
The only two I say is Rodri and Bellingham.
and yeah, I
Those
would
are
say
the only
that.
two. Those are
Or
the only.
or Carvajal. What do you think about Carvajal?
That's a different take too. That's a
Because right,
different
because
take.
he scored in the Champions League final, right?
Yeah.
He actually has a little bit of stats, right? And
Yeah.
listen,
Yes.
he won the trophies too. I would
He
say,
did win the trophy.
in my opinion, he actually was probably the MVP. You
What is
know,
his ranking? Did he even? What's his rank for?
his rank, I'm not even sure actually, but I know that Rodri
That's
was third, and it was. I think
yeah.
it's between right now Bellingham. I think Vinny for the Ballon d'Or. I'm not sure, or I think, or maybe it's the other way around.
A lot of people are saying a lot of people are saying that Vinny is right now looking like the potential winner, which is crazy.
We got KB17 in the chat that says hashtag Allegri in. No. No Allegri. No more Allegri, guys. No more Allegri. Oh, KB7. Yo, KB. Do you think that Mr. Allegri hacked the Juventus account the other day? I actually posted that, Angelo. If you actually watched my last video of Mercato News, you probably would see me with the Arda Guler news. So that was funny. That was funny, and it actually happened too. It actually happened. Juventus Twitter, yeah, Juventus Twitter account got hacked.
Yeah, no, I saw that. That was actually pretty funny when they had Arda Guler walking with the suitcase.
Yeah, the suitcase.
I was like, oh my gosh, this is not. I was like, this is not happening.
Yeah.
I had a feeling. I was like, I think something's up. I was like, I don't think that's right.
Yeah, no, no, that was funny, man. But yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a different take though about Carvajal. He's a nominee.
Yeah.
He's
no, for sure.
He's definitely a nominee. He's not as high. Not as high. I know Kroos got nominated. You have Danny Olmo got nominated.
Oh my
Danny
God.
Olmo was a nominee for the Ballon d'Or, which is actually crazy. And I don't know if he was higher than Lamine Yamal in the rankings, but
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, which is actually absurd. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think that's not crazy, but like a crazy good that like I didn't even think of that. Yeah, Carvajal does have some stats, but I feel like realistically, if you put yourself in the people's shoes, they're gonna be looking at either Bellingham
we got KB17 in the chat says Gangsta Allegri likely hacked Juve's account. I believe yes. Allegri just coming in like a gangster, just like I'm gonna hack Juve's account, just announce Arda Güler transfer. Crazy. Oh man, but yeah, I mean the Ballon d'Or, like I said, in my opinion, is probably going to be Vinny Jr. that's going to win it. But
Yeah, that's like so disappointing.
yeah, come on, man, he don't deserve it. He don't deserve it. Like if you're gonna say that Vinny Jr. deserves it, what about Mbappe when he won the World Cup? Huh? There you go. You
Yeah,
know, so it's crazy. So
it's it truly is, and it's a lot. It's all journalists' opinions.
yeah, I don't know why. I really don't know why.
So so yes, you look at the statistics too, but in reality, it's journalists voting for who gets that award. So you a lot of people would say, well, the stats this and this. Yeah, maybe the stats may align, but the guy casting his vote may may have a completely different look at the player,
Yeah.
and that could change the whole outcome. I mean, a lot of people conspire with that about the whole Messi and Ronaldo debate about Ballon d'Ors.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
A lot of people would be like, why does Messi have 8? Why didn't Haaland get one? Why didn't Lewa get one? You know, if you're
Yeah,
looking at raw statistics and everything, you'd say these guys deserved it.
for
But
sure.
they're not the you're not the person casting the vote. It's the journalists who may have strong feelings for Messi.
Yeah, I know. That was also my other concern as well. Is did Messi really deserve to win the last couple Ballon d'Or, right? With, as we also know, the one that he recently won, right? The one in 2023, right? The one in 2023, yeah, the one in 2023. So, in my opinion, I don't think he deserved it. Yeah, you could
Well,
argue.
no,
You could argue that he won the World Cup, but the World Cup was
well, I was gonna
actually
say
the year
that's the
before. That's what I don't get. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but it's 22-23. It's like the
Yeah.
22-23 season, the 24-25 season. So that's why people argue with that because the award isn't given till the
Till like what?
following.
October, right? October, November,
Yeah,
something like
because
that.
they're giving this one, so it's not given to the following year. But the thing is like, well, you the World Cup only the World Cup isn't a full year. The World Cup is what, like how many months you'd say?
What? Probably a month and a half, most likely.
Yeah, yeah. So you're looking at that, and then you can't say that's a full year's worth of stuff. But it's a great achievement, but it's given the award's given for the best player of the year,
Yeah.
not for the best player of the month and a half. So that's where that conversation people will go back and forth on for the next decade.
Yeah. Yeah. No. No.
But
Seriously, it's
whether
just like I don't know.
yeah, man, it's definitely a big consideration. I that's why I wanted to bring it up and get your thoughts because I'm sure people in the chat and for those who are going to be listening later may be curious on what your input is on the Ballon d'Or because it's probably the most prestigious award you could win in football and it's definitely something that needs to be talked about when the time comes around for it. So I feel it's a good topic to bring up. But yeah, no,
If we're
it was getting your
if we're
feedback.
yeah, I mean, listen, if we're gonna talk about stats, I would say that definitely Bellingham should win it. If we're talking about trophies, in my opinion, Rodri should win it,
Rodri, yes,
right?
yes, one
If we're
hundred
talking
percent.
about probably individual brilliance, I would say Vinny. But like I said, it's not that just individual brilliance; it's also based on stats and
Yes.
the trophies. I would say that included
Well,
with that.
that's what I was saying. I feel like that's where it's been kind of getting not skewed a bit, but it's been kind of tailing a little off course when it starts because sometimes it gets drifted to the trophies won rather than the performance, or it'll go strictly on the performance, and then maybe nothing's been won with it. So I have to say, I feel like the best all-around performance from a player was 2008 Ronaldo when he won all those trophies, had scored all those goals, put on a magical performance and got almost pretty much everything with it. I feel like that's the true example of a Ballon d'Or winner was 2008 Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Because he had the trophies and he had the statistics.
Yeah, it still bothers me that Vinny Jr. is most likely going to win it because, like I said, he didn't do very well with Brazil.
No.
Where was he? Where was he when his international team needed him, right? And this guy is going to win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, but this is my thing. You had players like 2008 Ronaldo. Look at that level, and you say 2011, 2012 Messi. Look at those standards there for the Ballon d'Or. And then you're seeing a player like Vinicius Jr. Yes, he's a talented player. Yes. But man, you see that's the standard I'd say. After when you saw 2008 Ronaldo, and I have to say I do like Messi, but I give credit when credit's due. When you saw 2008 Ronaldo, that should have been to every journalist, every single person in football. When he got that ball in the should be that's the standard.
Yeah, no, for sure.
The achievements, the personal achievements with the statistics and the trophies, and not just perfectly matched together, and that's what made the best player because he made his team win. He made his team win, and he got the recognition for himself through obviously his team won because he scored the goals, assists, whatever. But that's the perfect match. He got the statistics and he got the trophies, and when that comes together, that's what the Ballon d'Or is all about. Is the best, and that's what makes up the best.
Yeah, we have Mr. Reno over here says Allegri out, Grande Mota. Yeah, no, for sure. Like I said, Mota 100% should be our coach. I said a few prior to the Ballon d'Or discussion that I'm having with Angelo as well, because Reno, my question to you, who do you think should win the Ballon d'Or? Do you think that Vinny deserves it? Do you think that maybe Rodri deserves it? Do you think maybe Bellingham deserved it? Maybe Carvajal, right? Who do you think should win the Ballon d'Or in your opinion? I want to hear your thoughts, Reno. But
do you think Cole Palmer deserves it?
Cole Palmer? No, come on. That guy, listen, he did very well, I would say, when he came off the bench, in the final, right? He scored that goal, right? The tying goal. But other than that, he hasn't been. He hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't been. He hasn't been even convincing. I don't think this season, right? He's been struggling. So.
2023 was a good year for him.
Yeah. 2023 into the beginning of 2024, I would say. But other than that, Juventus, right? Let's talk about Juventus with the next game, right? Well, actually, let's talk about Perin for a second. If you saw Perin today, you probably would think back to Mr. Gianluigi Buffon over here, Superman.
Yeah, no, I told you, I caught part of the game and I rewatched it back.
Yeah.
He was he should have had a Juventus flag on his back like Superman because he literally was saving people.
He was saving everything.
I say Gio's freaking heart. That's what he was saving. When that with his performance today, I think everyone should give him a pat on the back. Juventus should give him a raise after that game.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, he was definitely a star. But I like him as a keeper.
Yeah, no, me too. Like I said, and I liked how he actually came in. I would say I liked how he's actually substituting with Di Gregorio, because it's definitely I would say a big one, right? Big miss, big especially with Di Gregorio, right? We had Conceição with the red card, Di Gregorio with the red card. Now Danilo with a red card. You know what's weird? We're actually getting red cards like almost every game. Is that weird?
I was gonna say I feel like this is like a reoccurring pattern.
It's so weird. Never really saw Juventus get that many red cards in
even
a matter
the
of 2 weeks.
Azordi got. He's getting red cards too.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, man. And that's what I'm talking about. It's just like the difference between that and that's what concerns me for sure. You know, but again, people that were saying Allegri in, like Mr. KB17 in the chat that said Allegri in, Allegri out, out. Just like my man Reno over here said, Allegri out, grande Motta. Guys, trust the process. You need to trust the process because listen, Juve's first lost, but at the end of the day, listen, we take this as a learning experience and we move on to the next game, which will be very important for us because of the table and the standings, right? Because Angelo, can you check for me? We're in third, I believe, right, in the standings for Serie A.
I believe so. I will double check and I'll give you our exact record with it for people in the chat who may not know. So we are currently in third place, 8 matches played, 4 wins and 4 draws.
Yeah.
0 losses. So total, we have collected a total of 16 points. Currently 3 points behind Napoli, 1 point behind Inter.
Like I said, if we win this game, we go on level points with Napoli.
And also Milan has 14 points, so 2 under us.
Yeah. So that's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be a big one, right? Because of the amount of, I would say, players that are missing. It's kind of worrying because now Motta's under a lot of pressure after this loss. So what can we expect? What can we expect?
He's a new manager who lost a match in Champions League.
Yeah, listen, I mean, Allegri lost all of his. Listen, guys, for the Allegri, like Mr. KB17, listen, the last Champions League season that Allegri was in, he actually lost, I think, almost all of them, except for like one game. He lost all the matches in the Champions League. Motta has won 2 already so far, and has lost 1. So listen, trust the process. This Juventus will only get better once everybody comes back, and we're going to come back even stronger than this. I guarantee you that against Inter. We're going to come back firing. Trust me. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm telling you guys, it's going to be I think we're going to have a big reaction because I don't think Motta's going to let this slide because, I actually was listening to the press conference of Thiago Motta. And, he even said, we played bad. We played terrible.
Guys, let's all hope for Gio's sake.
Yeah, please, guys. Please, right? Oh my gosh.
Like today, right now.
Like I am like, oh my god.
It is, right?
Yep.
Believe me, this is big. So I feel like we also gotta give him a little benefit. I think a lot of people gave Allegri a lot more. They were a lot more patient with him.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I don't know how this guy gets. I mean, I understand, uno di noi, right? He's one of us, but he's one of us in the past now, and we have to leave him in the past. We don't want him to come up again, please, guys. No more Allegri. We stick to the future. We stick to the plan. We stick to the project, because we have a project. We have a project. So.
Do you feel that it's? Do you feel that it is there's been a lot more patience for Allegri than there has been for Motta? Like if you compare both starts of their careers with Juventus.
100%, 100%. Because the reason why I would say there's more patience is because Allegri came back when we were in the winning cycle, right? And we were actually starting to get to the end of the winning cycle, right? Allegri was supposed to bring us back to the glory days, like, those, 10 years of winning the Scudetto every single year, But I think that because we gave him time, because, we gave him 3 years, but also, the management was a mess, though, in 2022, right? The whole, everybody was gone, Agnelli resigned, everybody resigned at the time. A new management came in, gave Allegri 1 more season to really do everything, right? And then Giuntoli came in and was like, you know what? That's it. We got to get somebody else. And that's what I think we need to do. Because, like I said, with Allegri, we're playing terrorism football. It's crazy. And and I think that's a big plus for us. That's a big plus.
Yeah, no, I do agree.
Because it's definitely, like I said, a big improvement in my opinion, the way that we play from last year to this year. Now, the reason why people I would say are, was saying already Mota out is because they want to win now. They don't want to win, like in the next 2 years or the next year. They want to win now. And that's the big problem with the Juve fan base right now, is because we're tired of losing. I would say we're tired of losing, and we want to get back to winning ways as we did, with winning so many Scudetti for 10 years, and which I think we will win the Scudetto eventually. Because, listen, it's either going to be this year, or it's either going to be next year. Because I'm telling you, like I said, I remember the first year at Bologna for Motta, he didn't do so well. He did okay. He was like mid table. Right? The next season, he brought them to Champions League. So, like I said, also new players, right? Not that many people understand in the club what Motta, ball really is, right? So it's gonna be, like I said, adjusting everything, new players, everything, new team, especially for Motta. I think after 1 year, next season is going to be a different Juventus as well. So we're only going to get better. We're only going to get better. Only going to get better, and we're gonna show it. Watch, in December. By the time we verse Manchester City, guys, we're gonna be ready. If we have a full disposal team, we will be ready. And I'm telling you guys right now, if this team starts waking up after this loss and we start actually banging in a lot of goals, watch out. Watch out Milan, watch out Inter, watch out Napoli, because this Juventus, like I said, it's just like a sleeping beast right now, waiting to just be awoken. So guys, like I said, calm out. We need to trust the process and actually build and learn from the loss today and move on to the next one. And that's what we were saying, right, Angelo? So that's definitely going to be a big one. We have actually Anthony. My man Anthony's here as well. So we have, with you guys playing Inter, it's an opportunity for Milan, but we have to beat Bologna. Yeah, you guys do have a chance to actually get some, regain some points. So listen, if we win, I think if we win, it'll benefit you guys as well, because I think you catch up to Inter, and also if Inter does win, you catch up to us. So, but also Bologna is not like I said, it's a tricky side, because I'm not sure if they won today or anything like that, but definitely it's always gonna be a tricky side to go up against. So let's see, with this Inter game, I'm very curious on what Motta's gonna do, but but we'll see. Because I heard that there's also some Inter players that are not going to be there, like Chananoglu or Cherby. They're not going to be there because of injury. So, which I think was at least a good bonus for us as well. So, well, Angelo, anything to say before we close up shop for the post game reaction video?
No, I feel like we covered everything. I feel like we gave the people in the chat a little sidebar talking about the Ballon d'Or, which is always interesting thing to bring up because it is so close. I feel like we hit good points about the post game, about different tactics and players, and how we could bounce back and be ready for our upcoming Inter game. So I definitely feel like we covered a lot of different important points, and I feel like we just have to move forward and be ready to see what happens during Inter, and then from there we'll take that, and hopefully be ready to play City for our next Champions League match. So
Yeah.
overall, I think it was a good stream. I hope everyone enjoyed our post game reaction and found some good points they might not have thought of before, and think maybe if you're not supporting Juventus already, you are, but yeah, no, we got a big game coming up. Unfortunate loss today, and I'm excited to see what Juventus has to come up with next, and hopefully Motta makes the adjustment he needs.
Yeah,
Alla fine.
yeah, no, I like I said, also we'll actually continue a little bit on the conversation because we also have Anthony as well here that says Bologna lost to Villa 2-0. Villa is going to be a tough game too, Angelo,
Yeah.
right? Because we're also playing in England. I actually just thought of that, so that's going to be a tough game.
I saw Villa play. I think if we play how we are how we are and stay true to our values on the pitch, I think we take Villa. I think that's our game. That's my opinion. I saw them play live. I saw some of their starters, a lot of their bench, but from what I saw seeing them in person, I think we take Villa.
You think we take them? I hope so,
I
man,
think we
because it's gonna be a difficult game, especially in England, because they're very good in their home ground. So,
yes.
um,
I think we take Villa. I think the hard obviously big challenge is City.
yeah, City's of course gonna be always a big challenge. No
City's a
matter
big challenge.
if they're missing Rodri, because somehow they're always winning right now, right? So they're
Yeah.
not dropping points. So
Yeah.
definitely gonna
I
be a big one.
I think like I said, I think we have Villa. Stuttgart was an unfortunate loss. City's a real challenge where it's like, all right, if we don't bring our game, we're gonna get killed. If
Yeah,
we bring our game, I think we could take the fight to them and bring an upset to City. Villa, I think we stay true to our game. We're solid. We have it. I feel like City's gonna take that extra push.
yeah, yeah. And I won't be surprised if when we verse City that they're gonna start pressing us and stuff like that. I'm telling you right now, because like I
Like they
said,
saw how if because they were watching that Stuttgart game. If they see how Stuttgart presses us, and they saw that okay that gave them success, then that may be a tactic that they keep in their back pocket.
yeah, and that's gonna be a big one as well. Angela, did you watch my video I did? I think yesterday. Yesterday I recorded it. Actually,
Yesterday, which one? Which one? Because I was literally
the
out
new the newest
looking
one that
around.
says the Eve of Stuttgart. That one.
No, I did not check that one out. That was 22 hours ago. I'm looking at it
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
Um,
check it out after the stream. But that was a really good
yeah,
video I did. That you gotta check that out. And guys, also that are
yeah,
in the chat, make sure to go check out that video as well because I actually just posted that not like in the morning. So guys, go check that
yeah,
out as well because it's a
yeah. That
banger
was
banger of a video that I did as well. So I hope you guys also enjoy that. And also stay tuned for more streams coming up as well because we're gonna start preparing for Inter. And also stay tuned for another video for the probably maybe a preview and also maybe one more with who knows, possibly I would say maybe another stream supposedly next week is going to be tons of collabs, possibly with Reno, possibly with a couple others as well. Possibly there could be a stream this weekend with um through enemy lines, I would say with an Inter fan. So definitely I have some contacts with that as well. So I hope you guys stay tuned for everything. Make sure to also push that bell button that's right next to the subscribe button, and also subscribe if you're new as well. But definitely it's gonna be a good couple weeks of content coming as well. But Angelo, when you also come down here, we gotta do it in real life streams because it's gonna be good.
yes.
It's gonna be good.
Also, I'd like to add for the chat if you guys are still here. I know we're coming to the end, but as always, if you're interested in getting the merchandise, look in the bio on Instagram. There's definitely a lot. There's all sorts to pick from. Holidays are rolling around. I know I said this at the end of the other stream, but just a little reminder if you're still wondering what you want to get for just say another Juventus fan that may be in your family, a friend that's a Juventus fan. Plenty of different things you could choose from. Prices are very good, and there's discounts for certain things. So check it out, and just keep supporting, and we'll keep doing our best to report on the Juventus news and just any current football things that are coming across. So always thank you for joining. Ciao tutti, fino
Yes,
alla fine.
guys.
I'm learning some more Italian because hopefully we can make a trip and go to a game live and show you guys how we operate out there. But
Yeah,
that
no,
I
like
learned.
like like I said,
We're
let's
learning the language.
yeah, man, and I hope like I said, there's a lot more streams coming up. We have another stream where we next week as well with the Reno stream, and it's gonna probably be next week. I hope, hopefully. But I know that there's gonna be another stream with the Bianconeri zone. So whoever's over there as well, that knows the Bianconeri zone with Alejandro, go check it out, man. Because definitely I would say that's gonna be a good stream as well. Because definitely I would say that probably pull some more traffic, more viewers out to ours as well. It will help us out. So shout out to them as well because they're gonna be awesome during the next couple collab streams. And who knows, possibly Alberto from the Juve cast as well. Possibly might get him on here as well. So, but anyway, Angelo, it was a pleasure tonight. Pleasure tonight.
Always,
So,
always
um,
love
yeah,
having these discussions and breaking everything down,
yeah, me too.
talking to the chat. It's always a pleasure to be on here.
Yep. So let's just say hello. Somebody says hi, bye in the chat. Lamb Chop says, "Ciao guys, good job, subscribe and like. Yeah, let's get to 500. Yeah, let's get to 500. We're already at
I think
340.
that'll be the best present you could give me and Gio.
Yeah, Anthony says, great live, guys. Forza Milan sempre. Hey, and Forza Juve too, my friend, all right? Forza Juve too. I know you're a Juve fan in the heart as well, my friend. I know you're a Juve fan as well. But, like I said, lots of, more streams in the future and as well. So, but anyway, thank you, everybody. Angelo, again, pleasure. And we'll talk to everybody soon for the next streams. And, yeah, everybody, stay tuned for more streams. Fino alla fine, Forza Juventus. Ciao tutti, everybody. Ciao, everybody.